Hello. Have you ever walked through the Mississippi Summer Fairgrounds, taking in the atmosphere and smelled the delicious aromas of the jambalaya entries simmering in big cast-iron pots? And what a great treat to get to taste and try the entries of one of the South's most beloved and prominent dishes, jambalaya. Now, I'm sure everyone has had jambalaya, whether it be at a fair or a church dinner, a relative's house, or even as a frozen entree or a box-top dinner. But acquiring the skills to make this quick and easy recipe will be a tool in your kitchen file drawer when you want to entertain your guests with a bit of Southern hospitality. My Nonna, that's grandmother in Italian, and mother have been making jambalaya for years. I have a lot of cherished memories of our kitchen and making this great dish. And really and truly, every time an event such as a holiday or something special came up, it was always on the menu. And our dish has always been well received by everyone who's tried it. So today the purpose of my speech is to inform you all on how to make Creole jambalaya. We make our jambalaya Creole style because of our Italian and Spanish heritage, of course. Today I'm going to tell you the proper utensils that you're going to need, the ingredients, and the easy step-by-step recipe so that you can have this great dish on hand when you wanted to entertain your guests with a bit of Southern hospitality. Now, the first thing you'll need to do is choose the correct pot. And Marcel Bienvenu, author of Who's Your Mama, Are You Catholic, and Can You Make a Roux, Book 1, states that you'll need a large, heavy pot to cook your jambalaya in. Tracy L. Barr, who is the author of Cast Iron Cooking for Dummies, states that basically cast iron cookware has great heat retention qualities, and it's used not only for frying but also for dishes like stews, breads, and just about anything that you want to cook in, you can cook in a cast iron pot. I love cast iron pots and pans. This is a family heirloom. Cast iron cookery is durable, reliable, and of high quality, like Tracy Barr said. This pot is nearly 100 years old, and it's still worth its weight in gold to me. So today we're going to cook our jambalaya in this cast iron pot. Now, the next step is the ingredients. And another author who is very prominent here in the South, Arlene S. Levitas, author of Secrets of New Orleans' Best Kitchens, states that seafood is par excellence, and in a competent kitchen, many delicacies can come from the Gulf waters. So the ingredients we're going to need to make our Creole jambalaya are as follows. You will need a half a pound of shrimp, raw, cleaned, 2 dozen raw oysters, 2 cups whole tomatoes, 1 cup water, a bay leaf, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You'll need 1/2 cup of white onions chopped, 1/2 cup of green onions chopped, 1/3 cup of celery, and 1/3 cup of green bell pepper chopped. You'll also need a teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 cup of raw rice washed, and 1/3 cup of butter. So now that we have our ingredients together, we're going to go ahead onto the recipe. And the recipe, of course, is very easy, step by step. And we're going to start with our stove. Now I have an electric stove, and you're going to put your stove on simmer, which for an electric stove would be low. If you're cooking with a gas range, just a low flame. You're going to put your pot on your burner, and you're going to place your butter in your pot. Your butter's going to melt, and while it's melting, you're going to add your onions, your bell pepper, your celery, and your garlic, and you're going to saute these items. Now, sauteing isn't hard to do. You will know that your items are sauteed when they take on a transparent glaze. That's it, it's done. Next, you're going to put in the shrimp and the oysters, and you're going to let them cook for 5 minutes. Okay, after that you're going to add in your 2 cups of whole tomatoes, your water, your cayenne pepper, your salt. And lastly, you're going to add in your rice. Now I'm going to tell you the final steps to finish off your dish. Once you've added your rice, you're going to give everything a quick stir. You're going to bring it to a boil, and you're going to cover it with your lid. Once it's covered, you're going to time it for 30 minutes on simmer. You're going to know when your dish is cooked because your rice's consistency will be fluffy. and it will be of a fine quality dish, I promise you. Basically, wait 10 minutes before you plate up your dishes. In the tradition of Creole cooking, I might suggest that you add some warm bread or buns, a house salad, and of course a bottle of fine wine for you and your dinner guests to enjoy. So again, in conclusion, today I've told you all how to make our family recipe for Creole jambalaya. I've told you how to get the proper ingredients, the cooking utensils, and the easy step-by-step recipe to follow to make this dish. I hope that the next time you entertain, if you want to try a dish with a bit of Southern hospitality, you'll choose our recipe. It's been well received. My Nona and my mother have made this recipe for years. It's part of my cherished memories that I want to share with you all. And I'd like to close with just a bit of trivia. If you're ever in Louisiana during the month of May, you need to stop by Gonzales, Louisiana for the Jambalaya Festival, held of course in Jambalaya Park, and all of the contestants will be vying for the title of World Jambalaya Champion. And now I'd like to show you all my dish. This is Creole Jambalaya. I hope you all make it and will enjoy it. Thank you very much.
That was very good.